Welcome back. This is Covert Radio. This is part 2 of a multi-part little presentation about the incident with Tyre Nichols and the 5 demonic, animalistic Memphis police that you see on the lower part of the screen there, who beat him to death. And we're talking about the importance of where the BLM is and why they're quiet. Why is there silence? Where are the riots? I know why there is silence. I know why there are no riots, and we're going to talk about it. I want you guys to have discernment and understanding of what this means, how important it is, and where we're going from here. This is part 2. If you didn't see part 1, that's okay. You can check it out. You don't have to watch it before you watch this. These are set up so that they're independent. You know, these are actually 3 different shows. Well, maybe 3. I'm going to try to make them 3, but it could be 4. It might be 2. It just depends on what all we can. My mind wanders. Like, I get started. I have talking points. Like right now, you know, I want to talk about what happened on the screen, what happened to Tyre Nichols. You know, I just want to go over in case you don't know. But during me talking about this, my brain's, you know, there's so many things that flood in my brain. We could get sidetracked. I'm sorry for that. That's what this is, though. If you don't like it, just if you can't function with radio format content, this is not for you. This is not for you. This is radio format. You put Covert Radio on. You go about with what you are doing. Maybe you're in the tool shed right now. Maybe you're building a table. Maybe you're sanding a table. Maybe you're cleaning the house, weaving a carpet. I don't know. But I'm here to keep you company, and I'm here to share some information with you. That's all. And how important this incident with Tyre Nichols and the Memphis police, how important that is to show the world the real truth, the unveiled reality of what the BLM is and how it's a fake communist-caused front. Meaning that they want you to believe this is what they care about and this is what they're into. Black Lives Matter. But just in the time that it took to go over part 1 and now part 2, there have been countless black men and women killed and children killed all across the United States at the hands of other black people. But at that point, anybody with even a quarter of a 1 brain cell will tell you at that point, BLM does not care. So again, this should show you that they only care about pushing what their Zionist and communist handlers pay them to push. And currently they're at around a $15 billion war chest. I mean, it's all pretty much squandered now. They bought houses, you know, it all trickled down to like 2 or 3 people. The Marxist women who came up with the idea of the BLM, which is really no new idea. All you have to do is read a couple history books and see what happens to a failing society before communists and a world war, before communists try to overthrow your sovereign country. I mean, you could name it XYZ and say we care about it. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. There's just, see, the other thing about information is this. If you don't have a basis and somebody just assumes you do, like I do this all the time. I just assume you guys know what I'm talking about. Or when I make a comment, you know, I just assume you follow me, or maybe you heard that show I did 2 years ago, or maybe you remember when I covered this. The reality is you probably don't. And it gets confusing. That's what the comment section is for, okay? Leave a comment. I read every single comment. Every single one of the comments, I read them. Everyone. So if you don't understand something, if you need more information, please just ask. I mean, that's what we're doing here. This is not for me. But in case you don't know, Tyre Nichols, I think he was 29, on January the 7th, he was stopped by Memphis police for what they said was reckless driving. What happened was, during the encounter, he ran away. Okay, so you would have to watch the footage to understand how this folded. It's not like they walked up to the car and he jumped out of the car and took off. That's not what happened. But either way, he did run. He wasn't complying. And he felt, oh my God, why are these guys like being so forceful? I'm sure they were looking at him like he's some gang member, because they were a special unit. I don't know if that's really come out in the news yet, but their little unit, the Scorpion unit, has been dissolved. And I know why that's been dissolved as well. Because you can't have idiots trying to control animals. You understand what I'm saying? And only a deranged, maniac, evil, soulless pig would call their unit the Scorpion unit. Oh, God. But that's what they named it. Bet you they all tribal tattoos, too. Oh, you're so tough. You got any roid rage, bro? You got tons of rage. Like the Liver King. He's all natural. He's all natural. I eat 10 pounds of beef for breakfast. Fuck out of here, you liar. I can see somebody that's been on a cycle or 2 or 5 or 10 from a mile away. And I can tell you something. Most of these guru fitness guys that are big on YouTube and social media, they've all been on steroids or growth hormones. That nobody at that size is natural. And all you have to do is look at their veins. Wes Watson is another one who's about to get exposed, in my opinion. But we're not going to talk about him. But anyway, when he ran, they caught up to him, and then they literally beat him to death. They tried to tase him initially. That's what caused him to run away. Like I said, he didn't get pulled over. They walked up and he took off. That's not what happened. After they tased him is when he went running. He was in the hospital for 3 days and he died on January the 10th. His parents, his family, they couldn't even recognize him in the hospital. I don't suggest anybody watch this. Don't watch the body cameras from these animals, because Tyre's yelling for his mom, and it's beyond understanding. But when you understand who trained these animals, just like Derek Chauvin, if you understand their training, which was done by Israeli military and special forces, which Covert Radio covered this in depth at least 3 times. And I don't even know if those videos are still on YouTube. They keep just, I don't even know how many videos I've lost. That's why I'm trying to get you guys over to Rumble so I can upload everything. I'm going to have every video that I know for a fact has been removed off of YouTube. I'm going to label it special on Rumble. Never seen before, because you guys have never seen it. And if you did see it, you only saw the first maybe 30 minutes, not even, say 5 to 10 minutes before it was taken down, if it even made it past the artificial intelligence. If it even made it. There's videos that just disappear off of Covert Radio. And I understand that with the climate of what YouTube is trying to do. They want to be the next Netflix. That's all. And they don't want to step on the government's toes, which is fascism. But yeah, they killed this guy. It's tragic. It's sad. But it's also a reality now that's unfolding that cannot be contained. They can't manipulate it, or they can control the outcome. Why aren't the streets, the buildings, the businesses on fire in Memphis right now? Why? Because we all know, if this was a white cop, if there was even just one white cop out of those 5, there would be buildings on fire right now. They killing us. Every day the cops be hunting us. Well, now you hear nothing, right? Yeah, where's the BLM? Where's the riots? No, you don't hear them. They're nowhere to be found because it's 5 black men killing another black man, and that's just the way it is, right? That's just the way it is, right? Tariq, Nasheed, and Umar, Tubby Tunde. Isn't that right? Well, we're going to get a little bit of truth involved here. Okay, you guys ready? You ready? Listen, I'm going to teach you some things that you don't know, you may not have put together. And I'm telling you, if you can prove me any other way, if you can say Covert Radio, that's not how I see it, please tell me in the comment section. I want to understand the reality of the place we live in. Higher truth at all cost. So if you understand something that I don't understand, please share it with me. We're going to go back. And again, I said this is multi-phase. We're going to go back to March 11th, 2020, when the WHO declared COVID-19, which was just a disease at that point, prior to March 11th. And on that day, they declared a pandemic, which should have been no surprise because Covert Radio covered Event 201, the round table where they designed all of this. And prior to that, Fuchi Moochie Coochie Cow was telling everybody that President Trump is going to find himself senator. He's going to have a viral outbreak and it's going to be a surprise. Like that's why I started calling him prophet. I mean, we've been so desensitized to the reality of what's happening and what's happened in the last 20 years that people still accept the fact that 3 massive buildings just fell from kerosene fire. They just accept it. Nobody's been brought out to the guillotines. Nobody. But that's where we're going because people are fed up. And if you don't see the war against the white race via being used, listen, the communists and the Zionists have hired the black race. Do you understand that? You're for hire. You're unwilling participants. Some of you are willing because they'll throw you 50 grand or 100 grand. And you'll put on the tiniest little shirt you can and hump the devil on a stage for the world. Ooh-wee. You're for sale. A lot of people, and it's not just black, it's white too. But right now, today, the black race is for hire, and they're being used by the communist and the Zionist, and the BLM has just dropped their cloak. It's just fallen. Because where are they at? If this really was the whole 1 year of riots and destroying, founding father statues and this and renaming that and taking over police stations and defund this and if that was all real, if it was really meant something other than destroying and erasing the history of America, if it was other than that, then they would be in the street right now. Don't you understand that? It's actually worse. Derek Chauvin was one cop using a technique that was proven taught by the Israeli military to a guy that was already high on fentanyl, which 1 gram, 1/4 of a gram of fentanyl can kill 20 people. And they burned the whole United States down for a year. There's 4, 5, 6 cameras, views of these 5 animals right here beating Tyre Nichols to death. And there's nothing. Nobody cares. Because it's not about defund the police. They killing. It's not. Those are all catchphrases. They've been used. Just for hire. You're on their stage. You're on their microphones. You're on their TV. You're on their media. You're on their streets. And you're doing exactly what you are told. And the people who do see this, for some reason, they're not really standing up against it. I am. You can stand behind me. That's all. I mean, I just want to have a world that I feel safe in and not targeted because of the color of my skin. And you can have all this pumped up rage and fake animosity and everything that's all these programs that have been instilled inside of you, installed. Tariq Nasheed is constantly installing software. 400 years ago, look what they did. 400 years ago, look what they did. Snow bunny, look what they did. 400 years ago, look what they did. Snow bunny, white man, Caucasoid. Umar Fatuntunde, same thing. Hey, little girl. We get all A's and B's. A's and B's. We don't get C's because C's mean Caucasian and D's are for the devil. This is a guy on the Breakfast Club recently. And while Charlemagne the God, who was a white guy in reality, Charlemagne the God is Dr. Umar, yeah, that book, you got that school, all kinds of rainbow flag hanging in the back, couple self-published books of people that are pushing the agenda. He's a little bitch too. These are no people to be revered or respected. But see, the programming tells you, we respect them. They done did it. Did what? They don't own the stage. They don't own the microphones. They don't own the antennas. They don't own the towers. They own nothing. Not even Oprah Winfrey owns anything. She was put on their stage. She was lit up with their lights. You're being forced to run a program, multi-programs. But the clock is ticking. It's been ticking. Since March 11th on this last phase of 2020, the communists and the Zionists put their plan into motion. Militarized lockdowns worldwide. Military enforced compliance. Social compliance. Social implementation of new, rules and regulations and virtue signaling. What it means to be proper or, it's for everyone. You must not care about me if you don't do what we tell you. You don't care about other people. You're selfish. Bullshit. It's given these fascist companies time to install and test their new overlord artificial intelligent bots where they monitor everything in real time. Everything you say, everything you type. I still can't get comments on YouTube all over the place because some AI bot said no. There's no free speech, and it's at the behest of the United States government. It's all been put into motion, monitoring in real time those who speak against the official narrative. And again, this has done nothing but normalize everything we're actually battered wives. Because they've done nothing but normalize abuse. They've been abusing our constitutional rights for over 20 years, and it's only gotten worse. They're redefining the parameters of control. They're redefining definitions on the fly during Senate hearings. And like it matters anyway, because they have so much dirt on every one of these senators, they're terrified to step out of line. They're terrified to go against the agenda. And I'm just using Cruz as an example. Senator Cruz, hey, you want to step in this room here? Oh, I've been in the Capitol for 10 years, 15. I didn't even know there was a room here. Yeah, this is our special room, this one hallway. Nobody knows about it. Come on in here. We want to show you a couple things. Yeah, have a seat there, Ted. You want something to drink? You want a shot of bourbon? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need, huh? Here, there's a couple lines. Get them going. Yeah, that's pure. It's Colombian. Comes in every week from or one CIA front. It's a coffee cup. I don't know, but we get the best blow. Good. Do a couple gaggers there. Have a couple shots of bourbon. I want to show you a few things. You see this picture here? Oh, shit. Senator Cruz says. And again, this is just an example. You see this video? Look at this. Oh, my God. You recorded that. I was in the Bahamas. I thought that, oh, no. We set all this up. That little girl, yeah. Guess what? She was 14. Yeah. This was Epstein's job, in case you don't know it. This was his job. The flight log, Clinton. Look at the flight log. I don't even want to get into this. I don't want to get into this. What do you think they were doing? This is as old as time. This is as old as the Romans' infrastructure of control with the Senate. Bribing. This is nothing new. Except what they've done is they've normalized pedophilia, basically. To the point where a senator or a congressman or even presidents and ex-presidents feel safe on some island being with kids. But they don't realize it's all being videoed, and then they're taken into rooms in the Capitol Dome that they don't even know exist, and they're shown all the shit that the controllers have on them. And they're going to so what we need you to do, Ted, we have this bill right here. We need you to bring this to the floor. And then this bill here, this bill here, this bill here. We need you to vote nay on those. Get this one into the committees. I need amendments on this, and this. You writing this down? Oh, yes, sir. Yes, I got it. Yes, no problem. Yeah. I definitely don't want divorced. Yeah, no, that I won't get reelected. Statistics show that in my district, in my state, that most voters definitely relate, and they can they identify with married couples. So me getting a divorce would totally destroy my political career because there is no term limits for Senate or Congress. So we can stay in office for 20 years. We can even switch political parties and allegiances like Arlen Specter did. Yeah, everything's comped. Yeah, so yeah. No problem, guys. Hey, but you know what, Ted? Why don't, when you get in this setting, come on. Ham it up a little bit. Ham it up. It's good for YouTube. You got all them right-wing conservative, these Christian maniac. They're they don't believe in any of this shit. You know what I mean? Oh, the Bible, oh, morality. Yeah, okay. Yeah, anyway, it looks good for YouTube. Ted Cruz stands up to the, the people in control, oh, hey, you know what I mean? Make it good. Yeah, I'll get your anger levels up of, hey, just ham it up. It's all good. Yeah, we got Trump. Oh, wait till you hear the shit Trump says to Clinton, to Hillary on stage. Just wait. She's going to ask him a question about tax breaks. The whole gotcha, you know what I mean? And then he's going to say, of course I do. Of course I do. I use all the tax breaks. And so does she and everybody that gives her money. Of course I do. And then all the fat slob Americans will be like, oh, yeah, he's with us. He's with us, yeah. Yeah, This is a stage. We write the script. You understand? Also, what's written is the demoralization, denormalization, and redefining the perimeters of free speech and our constitutional rights. And they've been able to do all that, also redefining parameters of movement. They can tell you where to stand, how far to stand apart, where to go. Women were getting their heads cracked open in Australia by police for not following social distancing or wearing certain garbs that were deemed mandatory. Just like the Muslims do with, what are they called? Hijabs, right? Get acid thrown in your face in the Middle East if you don't have your mask on. So they started normalizing that, that type of control. And then you have every Karen in the world and Kanisha, I'm doing my part because I'm smart. I'm the loudest and I'm the smartest. And let's not forget the near complete destruction of the private business. The whole entire private business sector has almost been wiped out in the last few years. No, that was just, that wasn't under anybody's, that nobody could foresee that. They've planned everything for the last 52 years, to a T, but nobody could foresee, the slave businesses going away so that, we can continue to consolidate power and control and inventory. If you're a big guy, you're 6'4", you wear maybe a 2-3X, maybe a 4X, you like your clothes baggy. Hey, yeah, one time Walmart had those size, but you know what? We put everybody out of business. We came in for over 5-8 years. We put all the male clothing stores out and nobody could survive. Now you got to buy your clothes here, special order 'em. You know what I mean? So yeah, we don't got to comply. You got to comply. They've been desensitizing, demoralizing, desensitizing, and normalizing nothing but communist controls. And they've very craftily hit them under, trigger words and keywords and crafty little slogans. These people are smart. They're pretty smart. While you stand in the middle of a street saying, defund the police. Defund the police. They've redefined the parameters. These are constitutionally protected parameters with people who are protected under a constitution. And they've done nothing over the last 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 years than try to convince a whole race of people they have working for them that the Constitution is only a white thing, America is only a white thing, jobs are only a white thing, this is only a white thing, and you have the talking mouths like Tariq Nasheed just relaying the information and robbing all the black people he can in the meantime. Because we own a museum. I told you guys few weeks ago about Christmas shopping. I went and I was blown away when I saw 30, 40 people inside of a multi-million-dollar mall with multi-million-dollar inventory of Gucci and Nordstrom and Louis Vuitton and, all these high-end stores. There's 20 people in the whole mall a week or two before Christmas. I said on that video, right then and there, watch what happens in 2023 with the business sector. They've already wiped out the private business, the mom and pop stores. Those are gone, never coming back again. Now they're going after the mid-level corporations. So goodbye Bed Bath Beyond, Target. There's Targets closing. There's even Walmart's closing in a lot of locations. This is what communist is. This is what communism is. The people don't have a say. You just have to eat whatever shit is being forced down your throat. Just like Planet Fitness. The one closest to me was open 24 hours. But because of COVID, we had limited hours. Oh, well, I mean, it's been over, right? But they've never fixed the hours. Fuck it, go to the next one. Oh, what, are you going to go to the next prepaid gym? Go. Oh, what, we're the only ones? Gee whiz, what are you going to do? You're going to call and complain? Well, good luck talking to a bot. Your call is important to us. Please stay on the line. Your hold time is 42 hours and 18 minutes. You are number 9,872 in queue. Thank you for holding. 76 days later, on May the 25th of 2020, we watched the death of a black man named George Floyd. I'm honest, I don't know if he's been named with the moniker of Saint George Floyd, Prophet George Floyd. I'm not sure. I know the white carriage, the white horses, the sainthood, the angelic, portrayal of a person who's passed counterfeit money, who was high on fentanyl, who sold fentanyl, who was a menace, who had a very long track record of breaking the law, who was high on fentanyl and, did everything but comply. So I don't know if any of that, they probably scrubbed all that. I mean, luckily I seen it with my own eyes because, just like the consolidation of business and money, they're also consolidating the internet. That's why when they take it down within the next 6 months to a year, when it comes back up, it's going to be a whole new internet. It's going to be a whole new internet. Mark my words. We're going to pick it up right here in part 3. This is Covert Radio. Why don't you come on back for part 3? You guys take care. Have a good day.